Hello guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we're doing something a little different. We are doing a Premier League Tots FIFA 16 prediction. Obviously I put my prediction on the YouTube top, what means that this is my prediction and no one else's. I've looked at no one else's predictions and literally just thought of my own. I've looked at players, looked at stats, I've looked at everything I could look at, and now I've decided what my team of the season is. So I'm going to start with the goalkeepers that I have put in the team of the season. Obviously, one in the starting, one in the bench, and one on the reserves. In goal for my starting 11 is none other than David De Gea. Now, obviously, David De Gea has been an absolute beast this season, and that is why I have given him a 92 card. The reason this card has been created is it was 87 originally. And with the way he's been performing, you know, he's performing as one of the best in the world, and that is why his Tots card is at 92. His Tots card for me will have insane diving, insane reflexes, and to be fair, just insane stats all around, as you can see. Obviously, moving on to the next goalkeeper, Czech I rated as obviously lower than De Gea because he's on the bench, and I didn't feel that Czech has done as well as De Gea this season. It has been questionable, and apparently it is a fact that Lloris is apparently better than De Gea and Czech, but there's no way. I'm sorry guys, there's no way. Again, my opinion, if you guys believe Lloris is better, then you go ahead and say. But I think that Czech is a better goalkeeper than Lloris, and that is why Czech is 90 rated with near enough all-around 90 stats. Ignore the kicking, and obviously the diving is quite insane. I've given him high positioning because I do feel like he has got really good positioning in real life. Now, going on to the third and final goalkeeper, we have Lloris rated at 88. Yes, not as high as De Gea or Czech, because like I said, I don't believe he is as good as either of them personally. But I do believe that he is a good goalkeeper all the same, and that's why I've given him a good rating of 88 and solid stats apart from his kicking, but his kicking was bad anyway, and I helped it along its way. Okay, moving on to the defenders. Our first defender is Nacho Monreal. Had a good season for Arsenal, so I thought that he deserved the left-back spot as a team of the season. Giving him 84 pace, 86 defence, 80 physical, and obviously decent dribbling and passing stats. I didn't think that he would be too highly rated. However, I do think that he will still have a decent rating, and I think these stats would be fair, to be honest. I think these stats would be fair for his left-back card. Anyway, moving on to the right back, and my god, if the EA create this card, it will be the most OP card on FIFA. I don't really have much to say. Just, if these stats were crafted on Bellerin, that would be the end of right backs. All you'd see is this Bellerin card. Well, I say that, but this Bellerin card will be hundreds of thousands. 99 pace, 86 defence, 80 physical, and even decent dribbling and passing stats. This card would be absolutely insane, but I think that it would be a deserved Tots from Bellerin, and I think that because he's already got 96 pace, why not go the full wham and say 99 pace? But I think EA will be cheeky and go with that cheeky 98 pace. I said cheeky twice, not so nice, but let's get into the centre backs. Now, the first pick has been an absolute legend for Manchester United, and that's why I gave him a legendary 87 rated card. 81 pace, 91 defence, 88 physical. Not much more I can say about Smalling, other than the fact that he conceded an own goal, but forget his own goal, we're through to the FA Cup final, and Chris Smalling deserves the Tots. That's all I got to say. Let's move on to the next centre back. All 70 stats, plus obviously 80 and 80 on his defence and physical. I believe Vertonghen deserves it because Tottenham have had a good season and the defence has had a very good season, and that is why both Vertonghen and the other bloke, who I can't remember his name, is in this, but I'll show you him in a second. Obviously, decent pace, decent defence and decent physical. And here is the other guy, Alderweireld. I think that's about right. He didn't have decent pace to begin with, so I couldn't upgrade his pace too much. His defensive physical, been upgraded nicely. I gave him an 86. His stats, maybe of an 85 sort of rating, but I don't know. I think those stats are good for a defender. and I think it probably links up to about an 86. I've put him to the same rating as Smalling and higher than Vertonghen. I'm not really sure why. It's just Alderweireld has been talked about more than Vertonghen this season, and so I thought that meant that he did better, but I haven't really watched Tottenham, so I can't really say much. Before I move on, I'm going to have a drink because I've already murdered my voice. So it obviously means that I've talked too much already. Moving on to the midfielders. Obviously, Premier League youngest, best player, one of Tottenham's best players, great player for England in the friendlies, deserves a decent card, and I gave him an 85 card. Could be higher, probably will be higher. I'm sorry about the creak of my chair. However, 85 stats, near enough all around, apart from the defending, I think it's about right for the young centre mid, because we don't want to go and overrate him. However, I feel that EA will go for around an 87-88. Next up, now Coutinho has been beast for Liverpool this season, and so I believe he deserves a beast card. 89 rated, an insane card with insane stats. I think he probably deserves these stats and probably deserves this card. He deserves the Tots, but we'll see what EA have to say. Next up on the list is Kevin De Bruyne. Now this one will strike some controversy because Kevin De Bruyne, I'm sure, has been injured for a while and then he came back. But every game that he plays for City, he has been insane. And for the fact that he already had a 90 rated card, he had to be plus 90. And I thought, why not go with an insane 94 rated cam card? This isn't going to happen. I think it'll be a 92. However, wouldn't this be an insane card to go with? I would love to see this, but I don't believe it's going to happen. Next up, we have Danny Drinkwater. Now, rating and stat, nothing compared to De Bruyne. However, he's probably been better than De Bruyne. But EA won't go too insane because it's one season and he's not high rated to begin with, so I think they'll give him around an 80 card with, 78s around the board and decent-ish stats here and there. He'll be a decent card, I think. Anyway, let's get on to the next one. Eriksen, not much more to say other than he's been a beast for Tottenham and he deserves, again, beast stats, and he has the beast stats. There's his beast stats. Not much more to say. He's been a beast. Deserves what he gets if he gets into the Tots. What if he doesn't? It'll be insanity. However, let's get into the next midfielder. Next up, we have Kante, an absolute animal for Leicester City. One of my friends can't stop talking about him. Big Leicester fan. Tells me that he's beast all the time. Seen him play. Proved he's beast. All I have to say, he deserves around all 80 stats. 83 rated, I think is about right, but they'll go for about an 85, I reckon. But who knows. Anyway, next midfielder is, of course, the Premier League Player of the Year. Should be higher because he is the Premier League Player of the Year, but I don't feel like he should go as high as some of the strikers or certain midfielders, and so I gave him an 88 rated with incredible stats, what probably lead to around a 90 rating. But I was never hired by EA, so I'm not gonna say anything. Those are the stats. Naturally, beast. Not much more I can say about Mahrez apart from he deserves to be in the Tots, and of course he will be in the Tots. Almost consistent. One or the other, he'll be there with 88, 89, 90 rating. He's definitely got to be high rated. Anyway, moving on to the next midfielder. We have Martial. A breakthrough in Man United's team, thank God for that, because there's not many good Man United players at the moment. He deserves a good left mid card. Won as the semi-final, sorry. I think that this is the sort of card he deserves. 92 pace, 88 dribbling, 86 shooting, decent passing, decent physical. This is, he deserves this card. Hopefully he gets it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the best midfielder in the Premier League. Again, opinionated, but there's not much better than Ozil. That's why he has 98 passing, 94 dribbling, 88 shooting, 80 passing. He deserves a 95 rated card. He won't get it, but you'll get something maybe 92, 93. 95 is probably incredible, and maybe I shouldn't have gone as high. but I just, he's going to get a high card. 95, probably not, but he's going to get a decent card no matter what. And I believe our final midfielder of the video is Payet. 88 rated, 88 shooting, 91 dribbling, 89 passing. This guy is insane in real life. I want him to be insane on FIFA, and that's why I want him to get an 88 rated card. If it happens again, we don't know until the Tots come out. I don't exactly know when they come out, but obviously they're going to come out at some point in the near future, and then we'll find out. I believe it's now time for the unveiling of the strikers. First on the list. Sorry, my mistake. I always make this mistake. Sanchez, another questionable player in the Tots, but he has been beast for Arsenal in my opinion, and 92 rating sent around the fair rating for his Tots. I don't know if you guys agree, but personally I do. I believe his normal card's 88. Probably will end up around a 90 if he gets the Tots, but we will see. Again, 93, 95 dribbling, 93 pace, 91 shot. He's got amazing stats if these stats are the ones that they give him. Now we go on to the strikers. First on the list is the chat shit get bang king, my Premier League player of the year personally. He deserves an 88 rated card. He deserves a 90 rated card. It's Jamie Vardy, the guy who has a party. Amazing pace, amazing dribbling, amazing physical, amazing shooting. He needs all of this on his card. He already has it on his other blue card, but he needs it on this card. Let's hope they do it. Next up on the list, the best player that I am going to show you today. Kun Aguero, absolute animal. Already has a 91 rated card, 95 rated seems like nothing. 96 pace, 95 dribbling, 97 shot. This guy, if created, will be an animal. That's all I have to say. Let's go on to Kane. And here is Harry Kane. Insane shooting in real life, insane shooting on FIFA. He deserves amazing dribbling. He deserves all these stats. He deserves to be a 91 rated. Will he get it? We'll have to find out, but I hope he does. And I believe we have one more striker. Yes, we do. And it is Lukaku. Again, I think he deserves a decent card. He's had a very good season. Obviously, didn't do so well in the semi-final, but we'll cut him some slack because he has had a beast season. Deserves good shooting. He's a big physical player. Deserves good physical. And he also has now good pace. To be fair, personally, I think he's faster than his card says. Well, in real life, he's faster than his card says, for sure. However, they choose the pace, they choose all these cards. Before I go to the Xbox and show you it on sort of paper, so to speak, I just want to say that obviously none of these stats are set in stone, so none of these players could be some of these players could be their ratings and some of them couldn't. Or none of them. I might get every single one wrong. But again, my opinion, no one else's. If you guys have different opinions, then comment. Tell me what you think. Apart from that, guys, all I have left to say is I will see you guys in a minute when I switch onto the Xbox. Hello and welcome back, guys. Now I'm going to show you exactly where I'd put all these players. Obviously, they're not the Tots versions, what I created. There's a way to edit it, but I needed to save a bit of time because I've been doing work and like schoolwork and stuff. And so I'm obviously just going to show you the main players. This is how I would set up the Tots. Obviously, we'd have Aguero and Kane up front. I wanted to put Vardy there, but I went with the highest rated. Sanchez, Mahrez, Ozil and De Bruyne. Monreal, Smalling, that bloke, I can't pronounce his name, Alderweireld, Bellerin and De Gea. That is my Tots 11. Obviously, here is my Tots bench. Check, Vertonghen, Martial, Eriksen, Coutinho, Lukaku and Vardy. And then my Tots reserves, Payet, Drinkwater, Ali, Kante and Lloris. Obviously, this is completely opinionated, so your opinions obviously may be different to mine, but this is just my opinion. And so, some of these people you may not agree with, and some of these people you may agree with. You know, you can tell me in the comments. Tell me who you agree with and who you disagree with. Obviously, that is the end of this sort of different video for my channel. I hope it's been enjoyable. Obviously, if you have enjoyed it, please make sure you don't forget to like. And if you're a new viewer, please don't forget to subscribe. If this video gets... what should we say? If this video can at least get 4 or 5 likes, then I will do... I'll do another Tots prediction before obviously more come out. If you guys want me to do that, just comment with the Tots prediction you guys want me to do next. If you don't want me to do this video, another Tots prediction, then make sure you tell me so I know. And so I'm not going to pre-record it, so it's all down to you guys. 4 likes is all I'm asking for to do the next Tots prediction. And if someone could comment saying what they want me to predict, then that would be awesome. Until that video, or until a different video, I will see you guys later.